So we have 3 things to share with you today.
That thing.
This place. And this place. What? Mommy's interrupting you? Oh, poor baby.
All right, zip it.
Oh, such a tough life.
Domino treats Shar like she is 3rd in line. Like,
But
I'm
look
the
at how
alpha
much she
male,
loves
he's number 2 and Shar's 3, even though he just like, I want to lay on your lap and you're not going to touch me, dang it. But he's awesome.
He loves his mama.
So we are here at Empire Truck Sales in Natchez, Mississippi. It's a Freightliner service shop. So we got the work done in Gaffney, South Carolina. We got we had a code pop up on our dash, and that was in Slidell, Louisiana, and we went to an Empire Truck Sales there. They could not duplicate it. Right before we got here to town, the code popped up again, and 5 minutes later we drive by this place, which is an affiliated dealership
like,
or a shop.
Get off the road!
Hung a hard right, came in here, they read the code. They said, come on in first thing in the morning. That's today.
That's my God, it was first thing in the morning.
And so now we're looking at a computer issue maybe, or a wiring issue between the computer that runs the engine and the wiring harness or whatever. It could be a shorted wire somewhere. So, you know, you have these conversations when you have an RV, and they just get more and more expensive as you talk about the potentials, right? Like, oh, if you need a new computer, $2,500, $3,500. I'm like, did you say $2,500 or $3,500? I mean, holy crap, I could buy a kid a car for that. But it's
Not
true.
sure where or when or what decade, but at some point you could have, sure. Anyway, go ahead.
1983 Honda Civic for a kid.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, so here we are. We do have our travel issues. We do have our maintenance issues. We put them out here into the universe. You guys see what the drama we have. This is normal for RVing.
It's true. Things break.
It's kind of crazy. It's a little bit frustrating. Here's your perspective when you go RVing.
Is what it is, but we have a wonderful lifestyle and we get to see a whole lot of fun stuff along the way. So
we're so used to crap like this happening, it doesn't even faze us that much. Thankfully, you got to have money in the bank.
Easy peasy.
You do have to have money in the bank. You can't be living on a shoestring and hanging there in the balance just in case something happens, like a wheel or a tire or a part, or something happens and you run over something. You have to have that. Stuff is going to happen to the RV that insurance won't fix, a service plan won't fix, and it's going to try you and mentally. But if you do it and you come in with the right attitude and understand that this thing's going to, you just have to budget a significant amount of money per month to account for the costs. We've blown through that beautifully this year.
We were going great at the beginning of the year, like, wow, we're not spending nearly our maintenance budget. Jinx and Shazam.
Yeah, new AC, an alternator, just a bunch of stuff like that. Fixed the dent in the back of the coach day one. What was the last mechanical thing that happened to the RV before all this? Step broke.
Oh yeah, our step broke. So now my knee's starting to hurt because I have to go down 3 feet every time we get out of the coach. So we have to get that fixed before we break a body part.
Yeah, luckily it's an easy fix. We just get a little replacement motor. I think the teeth are all flattened out on one side of a motor, little pinion. So, but anyway, here we are, Natchez, Mississippi, having a wonderful time driving around while Odyssey the coach is getting some love, and with every hour, I feel the diagnostic charge.
Every hour it's going to get more expensive.
Yep, couldn't fix it. Here's your bill for $875.
Oh, God, no, that can't happen. So it's 3 days later, and we are still in Natchez, Mississippi.
And it's going to be another 3 days. It's a Saturday. Everything's shut down. It's a blessing and a curse, right? We're here in Natchez. We know what the problem is, we think. It's that little relay. That thing was shorting out, and we think that it killed the fan clutch that we just had replaced.
Again.
Again. So they have to order another one. They're going to replace it, but they think they've got the problem solved.
the idea is simple. A couple crosses the bridge and puts a padlock on the section of the chain link fence. The lock represents their love and it will stay there for all eternity. Then they dramatically hurl the keys to the lock into the body of water under the bridge.
Wow, they're gonna have to throw a long way. I bet you there's a bunch of keys down there.
And here's a fun fact.
We're here at the house on Ellicott Hill here in Natchez, Mississippi. The location where the American flag was raised for the very first time in Mississippi, and that happened in
1797.
It took us so long to record that. And we know this because this is my nephew Rico. And he's the city planner, so
he knows his stuff.
He knows his stuff. So as the day comes to a close, we just watched the big fiery ball drop over these trees. We were driving to go get a part for the coach and we had to stop and watch it go down.
Yeah, it's truly beautiful here.
But we wanted to make sure that we talked to you just a little bit about Georgia.
So we're looking at January 25th, starting and ending on February 5th.
It's going to be at Stephen C. Foster State Park, and that's in southeastern Georgia. And they need a bridge over like a marshy wetland done. Yeah. And it's not guaranteed. It burned in 2011 and they've not been able to put it back together, but they want us to give it a shot.
Yeah, now we have lots of other projects there as well. They have several buildings that need to be rescreened, others that need to be renovated, and yet more that still need to be painted.
Yep, and it's going to be a great project. They have to, what's going to define whether we can do that marshy bridge is whether that marshy area dries out like it typically does every year. But this is not a typical year, right?
Hopefully we'll be talking about 2021, so hopefully the tides will turn next year.
Yeah, so we'll look and see how it shapes up. But if you're interested, we'll post all the details on our Facebook group page, A Year to Volunteer. And if you do want to come, send us an email to ayeartovolunteer@gmail.com. You can also check out all of our details on our website, ayeartovolunteer.com. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up.
And hit that notification bell and subscribe.
See you later, everybody.
Bye.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fun fact.
We're at the house on Ellicott Hill, the first place in Mississippi where an American flag was raised.
In 1797. You could do that again?
I hate him sometimes.
How about you say fun fact?
No.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here's a fun fact.
We're at the house on Ellicott Hill where the first flag in 1797 was raised in Mississippi.
Nope, that was the first American flag. It was the first time an American flag was raised. Hey, I'll give her one more chance. It was the first place.
Why don't I say fun fact and you just do it?
You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And here's a fun fact.
We're here at the house on Ellicott Hill here in Natchez, Mississippi. It is the location where the American flag was raised for the first time in the state, and that happened in 1977.